Bro, I had to tell you, bro, we're back. We're back in America. We made it back home a couple days ago, but I've been just like catching up on sleep and all that stuff. But second night I was here, Julianne, she had her choir concert, bro. And every year she has this huge choir concert with a university orchestra, like this, always sold out, like a couple thousand people. Hard to get tickets, but she gets them because she's in the choir, right? So I love to go to this concert, right? So I get there and I sit down and I'm in a nice spot. I get there pretty early, nice spot, bro. I sit down, bro. I look down and I see this little boy below me and his teenage brother and the grandma. I was like, okay, all right. I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't think too much of it. And then I see like then these two like little girls come with their mother, and I guess the little girls knew the little boy, so they I guess they knew each other. Even the teenage brother they were talking, and they were having a good time. And I didn't think too much of it. And then the first thing that happens, bro. So everyone gets like when you go to these concerts, you get like a pamphlet with that kind of shiny paper, and it's like a packet that says like the history of it, or upcoming news, or sponsorships, or who's in each section, like who's in the orchestra, like each string, brass. I don't know what the words are. And then in the choir, like the alto, like it's just that, right? I look down and like the little boy's chewing it, right? I didn't think so. I was like, okay, this kid's just chewing it. And then the little girl like is like, oh yeah, this paper tastes so good. So what? And this goes on for a while until I look down. This is before the concert started. This is when they were just warming up, doing like warm up pieces, bro. The lights hadn't even gone down yet, bro. The whole top right corner, and the packet was at least 10 pages. The whole top right corner, gone. He ate and swallowed the paper. The grandma just like took the packet, not even from him, just like after he was done eating it. She kind of smiled. I was like, oh, what am I dealing with here? Like I don't want to, And then it keeps getting worse. The lights go down, and this kid, he can't sit still. He's spazzing, bro. And they're all spazzing, like they can't sit still. And I'm getting upset because this is like they practice all year for this. Like it's a very serious like the conductor always tells the orchestra, do not let your family bring any children under 4, any kids, like it's a very serious thing. Like you hold your claps, like it's a real serious. Bro, this kid keeps getting up, sitting down, and the chairs, bro, mind you, are like the theater chairs where they fold up. You gotta like fold them down to sit in them. So look, I keep trying to like focus on the concert, but in my peripherals I keep seeing this kid spaz, and then when I look down, He's like, I can't even explain. So he's sitting in the chair, but he's folded fully up. So his feet are in his face. His legs are fully straight and his feet are in his face. Like he's folded up. But he's sitting up, but his legs are, the chairs. And he's eating his shoe. I don't even know how to explain it. Like his feet were like this. And let's say like his shoe was like behind his feet like this. And he had the string of his shoe going through it. And he was like leveraging, like pushing against it. And that was happening for a while. And then he just starts eating a shoe. And I took a video of it, but I'm not going to show that because, like, that. I mean, that's kind of fucked up for me, And in my head, I was like okay, maybe this kid has like developmental. Maybe he has pica. Maybe there's something going on. But he just keeps going on. It keeps going on. It keeps going on. And then the girls, they keep getting up to go to the bathroom, but they don't actually go to the bathroom. They just get up to go to the hallway and walk back. So they're up and down. Bro, and I'm getting like upset. I'm getting like fucking pissed because like I want to watch this. Julian practiced so hard for this, like, and I actually really love the music. And it's like the holiday concert, so it's a real festive, like, it's awesome. And there was like these, every time they always have guest conductors. They had a guest conductor from Kenya, and his music was fucking fire. And like, I don't know, but I couldn't focus, bro. And I'm looking around at the people sitting next to me because this was happening below, like the row below me. I'm looking around at the people next to me. They're not even like looking. And I'm like, dude, am I getting Truman Show right now? Like this kid's literally eating his shoe. He keeps standing up on his chair and then going under his seat and then talking to the girls in front of him. And then, like, dude, just like all this shit. And then in between songs, like he would miss the timing of the clap and he's clapping loud. And then him and his brother are like snickering about it. And then he keeps like going like this, like farting in his arm. And like laughing about it, and his grandma thinks it's funny. The mother of the girls thinks it's funny. Like no one's. I'm like, yo, this is so disrespectful. And this keeps going on. And then at some point, the girls get up. And I'm on the aisle seat. I'm right next to the staircase. They come and sit right on the staircase right next to me and just talk the whole time. Bro. I was this close to snapping, to like telling the mother and the grandmother, yo, please never bring your fucking kids to this shit ever. Like, this is fucking crazy. So then about halfway through, this old lady comes, right? And I had one seat next to me open. She's like, oh, can I use that seat? Yeah, I was like, yeah. Bro, she almost falls down the stairs. So I help her up. I help her out. You know, she's just very old, tiny lady. I sit her next to me. For the next 2 songs, she is on her phone, full brightness, trying to block people. Like, block numbers. For 2 whole songs. While she's breathing really, really hard because of the walking. While also chewing gum in my ear. So I'm getting overstimulated in my right ear. In front of me, bro, I got these kids spazzing. They got the kid eating a shoe. He ate his paper. The girls are fucking doing weird shit. The mother and there's no caretaker. Nobody gives a shit. And I look up because there was a balcony, and I make eye contact with this girl, and I was like, because she was looking, and in that moment I was like, holy shit, I'm not Truman Show. Like, someone else is witnessing what I'm witnessing, right? And this story gets crazy, bro. There's a whole plot twist and everything. And then about 75% of the way through, I look back to the entrance, and I see this woman bringing her baby in a stroller. And, you know, the people that, like, you know, all the workers, they helped her out. They fold up her shit, and then she goes up to her spot. And I'm like, you brought a newborn baby to a choir and orchestra concert? Really? And I'm not going to get into all this shit about, because I was in my head, I was like, okay, if you have a baby, you shouldn't come to this shit, or like find a nanny or a sitter. But it's like, oh, what if you can't afford a nanny sitter? Well, then don't fucking come. I'm sorry, bro. This is crazy. Because then all of a sudden the baby starts crying right before a song was about to start. The conductor turns around and just stares at the crowd for like a good 45 seconds. And the crowd's laughing. They think it's funny. But I know that this is not funny. He's fucking pissed. Good thing there was 2 days of the concert, so they did the recording on the day before. But if they were going to have to restart everything, like the song, if the baby kept crying. And I was talking to Julian afterwards, and she was like, oh yeah, he was fucking pissed. He always makes it a point, to never bring babies to this shit. So this baby's crying, bro. Like, I'm telling you, this is the craziest shit I've ever experienced in my life. Like, people are just unaware of things, or just like, I don't know, they got. So I'm just waiting for this concert to end because I'm so pissed. I couldn't focus for one single song. Every time I try to focus, this kid's fucking eating his shoe, doing weird shit in front of me, jumping up and down, like making noises, laughing, snickering, yelling, fucking farting. It doesn't matter. I couldn't believe it. Here's the plot twist. The concert ends, right? Bro, I get up. The concert ends, bro. I'm standing here. The little boy walks up the staircase, bro. And I look down on his legs, and I'm like, why is he walking kind of funny? And I was like, wait, is he I don't know if the right small person, is it the right word, or is dwarfism okay to say? Oh, I think you're not supposed to say midget. Well, he was a dwarf. Like, he had the bow legs, like in the knees, and I was like, and then he says to his teenage brother, he says, hey TJ, come here. He wasn't a kid, bro. He was barefoot, eating his shoe in his seat. And screaming and farting and doing all this shit and eating paper. He wasn't like a 4-year-old. He was like, had to be at least 12. What? Dude, deep ass voice. Hey TJ, come here. Bro, I about lost it, bro. I had to go. And I go to tell Julianne, and Julianne then pulls up a picture of the kid. She knows because their mother is in the choir. And yes, the mother has dwarfism, and so she pulls up this picture on Facebook of the kid, and I was like, holy shit, it's the kid. He's so much older than I thought. So yeah, bro. That's and then me and Julian, I was like, "Fuck it, bro. We need to go get drinks," because she also was dealing with a lot of bullshit, like with people in the choir next to her, just like being annoying and doing shit. So we just had to decompress. We got some drinks. But yeah, that was, bro. And then so then Julian's telling people this story. She was telling her best friend the story, like she's telling people. I got a text from her best friend that said, like, can you send me the video of the dwarf eating a shoe? Like, what a crazy sentence. And I don't even mean, if that's a derogatory term, please someone like let me know. Like if the right term to say is small person, like tiny person, like that's whatever. Like let me know. I'm not trying to be like messed. I'm not trying to be like fucked up, like offensive. And so, but I have this video. I'm not gonna show it obviously because that's fucked up. But I had a video, and not even of the bad part. I just have a video of him eating the sole of a shoe. That's not even what was getting crazy. It got way crazier than that because he was using his feet as leverage and shit like that. But anyways, we'll get back to normal. And then I'll tell you guys at some later point, bro. I had the craziest experience on the flight from Singapore to San Francisco. Like, had like a 3-hour long conversation with the lady next to me out of nowhere. Like, and I don't know. I'll tell you about that later. It was crazy. But yeah, for now, I'll keep it simple. I got a new laptop. That's what that is. I haven't unboxed it yet. I got my gym membership back. I just did my gym membership just now. For 24 months membership, so we're locked in. And yeah, shitty thing though is I can't cook or do anything because my kitchen's being redone right now, and that turned problematic, bro. So, anyways, like, dude, essentially, my contractor needs to shut off the water to my house, right? And every house, we couldn't find the shut off valve out front because I live in a condo complex, like townhome complex. So it's just like we're like, each house is 2 stories stacked next to each other. Every other house, I found their shut off valve right in front of the house. Couldn't find mine, bro. Finally found it. I had to call a plumber. Found it. The plumber's like, bro, this is a very old one. He's like, if you turn this, it's gonna break. He's like, we need to get you. He's like, the reason it's not like everyone else's is because they already have theirs redone. You need to redo yours. Oh, I said, how do I do that? He said, well, you need to contact your HOA so they could turn off the water for the whole complex, so then we could reroute and give you a real shutoff valve. So, bro, I have to have the city come and turn off the water for my whole complex. For me, like, is that the most selfish shit I've ever? But I have to get it because it's a safety concern. It's literally not even just about my kitchen getting right now. It's like, dude, if I had a pipe bust, if I had anything happen, I couldn't turn off my water. So now my kitchen's getting delayed, bro. It's crazy shit. Anyways, that's all I had to say. Yeah, man. I watched someone eat their shoe, their paper, and they were older than I thought. Anyways, guys, girls, gays, queers, they, them, z's are. Oh, this is also what I say, bro. I started getting hate comments, and bro, I'm kind of a freak because I like it. I know I'm making it. I started getting bot comments and hate comments, bro. And but the hate comments don't even make sense because the hate comments are about like the title of the video, and then like has nothing to do with like the video itself. Like it's literally like people like it's like long paragraphs about the title or making assumptions based off of the title, but the video had nothing to do with the title. Because I'd just be saying random, I'd just be putting random titles. So anyways, we're getting hate videos. 66 subscribers. We'll get to 100 soon. But all right, toodaloo, guys, girls, gays, queers, they, them, z's, or anyone. Everyone. Have a blessed rest of your Sunday. Catch you guys on a beautiful Monday.